Star Dragon Code Word at Denver. So let's talk about the Nuggets game. How do I start this? Last year the Nuggets won. My cases were supposed to be dismissed. Here we are a year later. It still hasn't happened. I felt a little odd in court today. And as I left, the Nuggets game last night, a pedicabber pointed at me and said it was his fault. The Nuggets were only up by 1 when I left. They were actually winning. And one of the pedicabbers mentioned that it was my fault if they lose, because allegedly I said something on my live stream. And it may be in regards to when I mentioned that Colorado could be the first state to lose 2 professional sports teams in an airplane crash. Your Honor, the defendant begs and pleads with the court not to be sent to Denver. Denver is too violent of a city for the defendant's Christian upbringing. So I constantly have to deal with violence. I live in poverty. I have nothing in life. My only chances is going to Wagner, dude. So the lawyer who told me to go to Wagner, Clark Kent Cooper, he showed up in court today, gave me a fist bump. The pedicabbers, they hate me. They're always talking shit. And the one who's pointing his finger was like, it's his fault. And I believe this was after I ended my stream last night, and I was like leaving, you know. And I live in a very violent reality, surrounded by violence constantly, and law enforcement is non-existent. Especially anything for me. So I was wondering why it was so weird in court today. I was the last person, or second to last person. No, I think I was the last person called, or second to last. Who knows? I sat there the whole time. So a deal was made that if the Nuggets win, it was the same one with the Avalanche, that if the Avalanche win, my case would be dismissed. But it was a setup because allegedly I was offered a ticket to the Stanley Cup when the Avs were playing a year or 2 ago, 2 years ago. And it was a complete setup. They just talked shit about my eye color and targeting me and harming me to death based upon my eye color. And some dude with blue eyes even said, don't give the ticket to him, give it to me. He's a blue-eyed nigger. I'm in the Air Force. I protected you. And then I made a comment about, nobody in the military can go watch that fucking game, dude. Who's in the government? Fuck them, dude. No volunteers. Fuck that. And then a year later, the Nuggets are going to the finals. And I said, hey, I'm not involved in any of that, yo. And I actually left the state to go work somewhere else. And the Nuggets won. And I came back, and even the cops were like, hey, your case is supposed to be dismissed. No, didn't get dismissed. All right. Over and over and over. Right. And yeah, so I have to realize and recognize that it's quite a violent setup. And wow, Star Dragon code word, the entire city of Denver, or the entire state of Colorado. Are these United States? I ain't giving a fuck, dude. Fuck. Wow. To the faithful and true, I say upon you, it's time, yo. What the fuck do I say now? Hmm. Because I actually wanted the Nuggets to win. I thought it'd be a really good vibe, you know? Um, so long story short, I think I was outside Pisswater Stadium one time, and some pig is talking. Pisswater Coors Field. It's outside Coors Field, and some pig says he's got to run my ID. I was like, "Here's my fucking ID, dude." He's like, "Well, that's not good enough. You need your birth certificate, or I'll arrest you." And I had my birth certificate on me. I had two copies and my social security card. So some fucking demon employee of a sports team are claiming that, or arena or stadium field, whatever the fuck it's called, um, snags my birth certificate and my social security card. So uh, I told the pig, I was like, "Hey, that's illegal. That's a 5 years minimum in a federal pen. I have the right to be secure in my papers. Those are my papers." And this is on a live stream, and several other people were live streaming, and they were like, "Yeah, fucking pig, you can't let that dude steal somebody's birth certificate and their social security card." And the pig has the audacity. Well, how do I know that's yours, right? And I'm like, "Yo, pig, you got to do your fucking job. You're carrying a federal firearm. This is a live stream. That is my birth certificate. I am Kenneth Royal Wheeler. That is my social security card. This is my ID." And the security guard, he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm getting away with this. I got to steal this dude's fucking birth certificate and his fucking social security card. And the pigs are letting me." Ha 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 ha. And at first the pigs were. And then the pig was surrounded by people. And so he called in backup. And he called in his supervisor, and the supervisor's like, "What's going on?" And he's coming to me. And they're like, "Oh, we're about to arrest you." I was like, "For what?" And they're like, "Whatever you did." And the pig who allowed my birth certificate and social security card to get stolen said, "Oh, well, he stole that guy's birth certificate and social security card." And everybody's live stream was like, "That's not true. That's not true." And the pig's talking to me. I was like, "Yo, dude, this is on a live stream. You guys are carrying federal firearms. Two or more is a conspiracy. All right, check this out. I have the right to be secure in my papers." This pig asked me for my ID. I gave him my ID. I'm Kenneth Royal Wheeler. That's my ID. And uh, he said, "That's not good enough. I got to have a birth certificate." So handed my birth certificate and my social security card. And then the pig lets that security guard thieve my shit. And he's claiming that as his now. That's stolen identity. You're not allowed to do that, and it's a violation of civil rights. I have the right to be secure in my papers. So, yeah. Long story short, there was such a crowd there who witnessed it, and eight different people live streaming, that they had no choice, right? Because ultimately the feds got involved because the pigs didn't want to get involved. So ultimately, they give me back my birth certificate and my social security card, and they keep talking about how they're going to arrest me for stealing somebody's identity. And I was like, "How?" And like, "Well, that guy's saying you did." And I was like, and everybody's just calling these pigs retarded. So they have to call a head supervisor, the chief, or a captain, or whoever the fuck, because these guys just aren't getting in their head that that's my birth certificate and that's my social security card. All right. And the name is on my ID. So I was like, "Yo, dude, check that dude's ID." So, anyways, I get my stuff back, and they're like, "Get out of here before you get arrested." And I was like, "Well, hey, dude, we've numerous people already contacted the feds. I think I called the feds or whatever, the FBI." So ultimately, I hear that the dude who did that got years in prison for it in the feds, right? Because the state was just like, "Oh well, we're not going to prosecute. We don't see any crime happening," even though on the live stream it showed that motherfucker thieving my birth certificate and my social security card and claiming it as his own and laughing about it and how the cops are allowing him to get away. So, um, the feds said that none of the employees of the any of the arenas, subcontractors, contractors, independent contractors, day laborers, security guards, they're not allowed to confront me or contest me or anything without a federal officer present or a federal agent present. All right, that's actually a federal court order. Okay, so they're not allowed to come up to me and say, "Hey, move along. You're not allowed to be here," unless they have a federal agent or a federal officer with them. So that court order was violated last night, as I was live streaming. All right. Um, and so then I questioned. I was like, hey, because I was out there for like 45 minutes to an hour before they came up and violated a federal court order. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. And I just started walking back and forth. Wasn't saying much. I was being polite. And other other people were not that polite. You had the dude who was asking me for tickets, and I'm like, no, sir, I'm not selling any tickets. Ask those guys; they're selling tickets. And then he bumps into me and pulls the whole free Palestine stuff. I'm like, whatever. And then I was walking back and forth. Um, I thought about the thing of the deal that was made. You know that if they fuck with me, fucking have the CIA take out some airplanes, right? We can blame it on whoever. We can blame it on them. We can blame it on Islam. We can blame it on who the fuck we want, dude. So, uh, yeah, and that was like over a year ago when the Nuggets won, or yeah, because that was one of the fucking little things that they brought up. It's like, oh well, if the Nuggets win, your case gets dismissed, and I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. Sure. And it never did. And, there was talk about how, if it doesn't, two planes going down, right? And I mentioned something like that last night because I just got so sick and tired of the way they're staring at me. Think about the insubordination, the dereliction of duty, the desertion, cowardice, and the mutiny I have to endure, the disobedience and the annoyance. The Bible doesn't teach I'm allowed to be disobeyed. The Bible does not teach I'm allowed to be annoyed. Um, and as Christ, King of Earth, how can I argue with the angels who told me that? So, you know, um, yeah. So what next, right? And who the fuck cares? I mean, honestly, um, because if they would have dismissed the case as they were supposed to do when the Nuggets first won last year, um, I wouldn't be dealing with this at all. I probably wouldn't be in this country, you know. And this it's I allegedly I'm a psychic, and I feel and I fear. I don't really fear. I'm not giving a fuck, but I feel as if it's going to get fucking way worse. So I have to think ahead and prepare. Um, so I guess I should get a shirt with 43 stars and an armband with 43 stars and just rock it out, because I got no idea, dude. Because think about how the petty cabbers, or at least one of them, is pointing the finger at me saying it's his fault, and just started talking shit. So those petty cabbers, they're always talking shit and hating on me. And they'll tell anybody in that cab whatever the fuck they want to tell them, right? They're just peddling around saying, oh, well, the dude with the big red beard, hate on him. I've actually been there when they fucking said that, dude. I've actually had random people from other cities getting a ride to whatever game or arena or whatever the fuck it was. Say, yo, those people hate you. I was like, oh yeah, all day, every day. They're pedicabbers. I'm a scooter charger, and they think that the scooters steal their job, which is fucking disgusting because there's now more pedicabbers after there's been more scooters. So, fuck, dude. So there's a mentioning from a fucking pedicabber that it's my fault the Nuggets lost, that they purposely lost because of me. And I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I wanted them to win. Honestly, I felt that if they would have won and kept going, that who knows, maybe the government might stay true to their word and dismiss my case. Cases, I guess. So, yeah, that's a hardcore fucking issue to deal with. That they're now reneging on a deal from over a year ago. So there's just too much reproduction, too much electricity, too much running water, too much electronic banking. You know, if that was removed, there'd be less of the treasonous act of incarceration. So, yeah, I'm not the one who came up and started shit with me when there was nobody around. Think about it, yo. When I was out there and the security guard came up to me and told me and I'm not allowed to stand there, um, I wasn't talking to nobody, dude. I was already out there for 45 minutes in the same spot. Everybody was already in. So they had to plan some shit, all right? And remember, the dude even mentions, oh, we already spoke with them. And I was like, well, we'll go get the cops, you know? And then they go get some females too, a female, right? And the way they're staring at me. See, it'd be nice if I had like I keep saying I just need a huge squad. I need like a battalion or a division of agrofag marines, like 300,000 everywhere I go. Motherfuckers want to eye fuck me, pew pew pew, get them right. Marine Corps bake sale. But now I have to deal with some of the shit those motherfuckers were talking about. I don't think they think I overheard them, considering I'm so far away. But I hear better than the microphone on my phone. Um, and they mentioned that they work for Kronke. Kronke doesn't like me, and they need to cross me out. Yet they didn't mention the deal of, hey, my cases are supposed to be dismissed. So, yeah. But, right. Wow, it's supposed to be 57 degrees tomorrow. Oh, gonna be a cold Tuesday, huh? So I'm like, fuck, dude. All those fucking employees and a pedicabber were talking mad shit about something that I don't even know how to associate with me. Because remember, uh, I don't ever get the fucking truth. I don't ever know what the fuck's going on. Um, in my mind, I was sitting in an armored military vehicle with the defense minister of Italy, having conversations. No proof in that. You know, and roughly 6 months later, January, February, March, April, May, 5 months later, got to deal with this shit. And who knows, right? So I got no clue. I mean, fuck. I need the real Americans to show up and invade. I'm not going to get anywhere in life in this country. I've been repeatedly told that. And Yeah. Holy shit, dude. Wow. So what the fuck do I do? So many rich people, as I live in poverty, are using electronic banking, which I basically secured and facilitated, making money off of the labor of others and not paying them a living wage or a true wage, a living wage, $93 an hour. Um, a true wage, $215 an hour. That's what it's regulated at. So, I think that aerosol or a 43-star flag, there ain't shit I can do. Honestly, there's nothing I can fucking do in life now. Um, it has been over a year. My cases were supposed to be dismissed. Things have only obviously gotten worse. Um, I got to do what I got to do to contact those bots on WhatsApp, right? Oh shit. We'll get to that after this, and then we will. What will we do? Uh, oh, I gotta do some TIA stuff. Are you going to kill? No, I'm too lazy. Um, so yeah, let's put this away until I call this live stream, and then we'll start up the comp TIA and finish up section one. Um, yeah. So I'm not going to stop holding my $93 an hour living wage sign. You know, let's find out when the next. Let's see if there's a game tomorrow. Rockies game. Rockies game. Tomorrow? Oh, wait. Uh, hmm. At Oakland. So I guess the next one would be Friday, the 24th. Next Friday. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So we may have what do you call that? A parade. Hold my $93 an hour living wage. Um, hmm. Yeah. Wow. So my cases were supposed to be dismissed. Even the police came up and told me that, you know? And they just try to play it off. So, yeah. What really happened to the president of Iran? Allegedly, a flying vehicle went down. It's odd how you bring that up when a. What if two of them in America go down, right? From the same city, our state. Hmm. Wow. Never going to get anywhere in life in this country. Never going to get anywhere in life as long as it exists. Been told that my whole life in a federal courtroom, in a state courtroom. Did you know it was going to happen? Does that matter? Did I ever mention it? So, yeah. I guess we should get to the CompTIA class. Wasted basically a half hour. I was watching Franklin episode 3, and yes, you mentioned it at City Hall a few months ago. Really? Can you tell me which one? Because a few months ago, how many months ago? I wasn't. I don't think I was at City Hall, or maybe I was. If I did, you guys would have probably clipped it already and told me. Um, but yeah, dude, I was wondering because everybody was acting weird in the courtroom. Like I was supposed to get arrested. And I was like, for what? I'm incompetent to proceed. Um, the doctor states that I will remain incompetent to proceed, and until I get medication. And then I was speaking with the lawyer. I was like, yo, I've asked for medication numerous times. Parkinson's disease medication, Alzheimer's disease medication, neurotropics, maybe 2 to 3. I don't think I was at City Hall 2 to 3 months ago. I was there like 2 weeks ago, at the beginning of the month. Where I spoke about how we shouldn't be taking the side of Palestine. Anyways, yeah. So if what the pedicabbers are saying is true, a pedicabber, because I wasn't paying attention to him. I mean, I even told him like there's a group of them, and that one dude pointed at me. I was like, dude, I want them to win, and all of them was like, yeah, he wants them to win, dude. And that's when I was like, yeah, it's time to go. Or it was already called it. I was like, fuck no, dude. Because I was asking him the score and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Because when it gets so violent, when that stuff starts to happen, it's gonna get fucking violent no matter what, dude. At least I do. I mean, holy shit, dude. That's all my life is violence upon violence upon violence, dude. No. Yeah, I've been trying to get Star Dragon to pull some shit for a while now. Never gonna get a fucking straight answer ever. Nobody will ever write down anything in writing that's worth a shit. They'll just keep calling me a criminal based upon my eye color and try to sugarcoat it. Yep. Custom armbands. No. Oh, sweatband. Hmm. Alrighty, not bad. Oh wow, those are nice. The vest guy. So right, a war hero is just somebody else's criminal. Yeah, we all know that. Fucking Jesus, a criminal. George Washington, a criminal. Who was never even who's that? Adolf Hitler was allegedly a criminal in his own country. I think he was convicted of treason. Was Adolf Hitler convicted of treason? Hitler was found guilty of treason and sentenced to 5 years in Landsberg prison, where he dictated Mein Kampf to fellow prisoners. After serving 9 months, he was released. Wow. Gotten less. This motherfucker got less time for treason than a Facebook comment or reporting Osama bin Laden in Abbottabad, Pakistan. I think you need a red armband with a Buddhist symbol in the middle. Yeah, I know what that means. That's a swastika. Buddhists wear a swastika. No, I was thinking of armband with a 43-star flag. A shirt with a 43-star flag. It's real simple. It's the one we had when Idaho became a state. 87878. That's how many stars in the alignment. But anyways, a half hour of this. I think it's time to fucking go. Like, what the fuck do I say, dude? I mean, felt a little odd in that courtroom, you know? And normally, if they're like, yeah, in and out, I'm first called, I'm there, I'm ready to go. But I was last called. Last time I was last called like that, it was when Adam Espinoza wasn't allowed to go to the hockey game. So, remember what happened last time with that? He pointed a gun at me and told me the death of American school children is his job security. So, now what do we do? What do we do? Quite a predicament. Quite a predicament. Right? A deal was a deal, and they're reneging. Wow. What do we do now? What do we do now? So, we contact some travel agencies in Russia. We get a letter of invitation. We take that to the Russian embassy. We get a visa and we go to Russia. There is no chance at a life in this country. Yeah. So, if a couple of planes do get downed, and let's say Colorado does lose a couple of sports teams, I mean, think about it. Football season's coming up, bro. It's already baseball season, bro. And think about how many issues there have been with American airplanes. Yep. So, yeah. Don't forget your new TV is wired. I don't give a fuck. Better not say too much. My new TV wasn't working earlier today. Had to do a factory reset, some shit. Still not properly working. Yeah. I'm not giving a fuck. I'm not even going to fuck with that. But, yeah. I got to get at these, finishing up lesson 1 of the CompTIA Security Plus. Because I fucked up my ankle and took 2 months off. And then I fucked up my ribs and got sick. But yeah, I did go to physical therapy this morning, and I was only there for like 15 minutes. Hopped on a scooter and went to court. Did they teach you how to scan for spy cams and wires in CompTIA book? Uh, One way you can scan for like the cameras, turn off all your lights, and then go to your phone, and then go to camera, turn on your night vision, and hold it up like this and go around because an infrared will shine on it. Yeah, yeah. So you just turn off all the lights. You put on your night vision thing on your camera, and you go like this, and you just look at everything, dude. And you'll see like a laser light or infrared laser light. Uh, Probably cameras in it, right? I ain't giving a fuck, dude. Something was weird at court today, and I sense that it's only going to get more violent. So, when Adam Espinoza got all pissy, he wasn't allowed to go to the Avs Stanley Cup game. Um, and then the whole Uvalde thing, you know. And I told him, I was like, "Yo, you dropped the ball on this. It's over, dude. You're going down." I already wrote the Uvalde parents. They were in Rome, Italy. Some of them were, not all of them. Oh, Pete Ariando was in there. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned that. Good old Pete Ariando. You know the dude from Uvalde, the guy on his phone the whole time? That guy. Yeah. Did a little curtsying about to him. I was like, Pete Ariando, everybody. And I spun around. You warned them about Uvalde before it happened. Yeah, I think it was April 11th, 2022, Denver City Council meeting. I interrupted that. But, anyways, that's in the past. We have to prepare for the future. All right. So, oh man, word on the street is I got to prepare for some violence, right? Because there's some petty cat or a petty capper saying that it's all my fault that the Nuggets lost, that they threw the game for some reason. Because in my little live stream, I mentioned, oh, well, two of these fucking teams can be lost in a fucking airplane crash. Which was technically the deal that was made with me if my cases don't get dismissed. Because remember, it's two cases, right? And the Avs won, and the Nuggets won. Okay, and I was told first off that I'd get dismissed if the Avs won the Stanley Cup. But then all that shit with people targeting me and all that, and me saying, "Hey, nobody in the government go watch it. Fuck them, dude." And then a year later, the Nuggets going. I was like, "Yeah, you guys want to go watch it? You go right ahead. I'm not getting involved. I'll be in a different state working. Fuck you guys." And they won. And then I came back. My case was not dismissed. It was very agitating. And even the cops were like, "What the fuck, dude?" And so here we are. And I guess I have to prepare for another round of fucktarded violence, which is shitty. Don't you hate it when someone moves all your crap when you're not there? You come back and everything looks off. I don't give a fuck. Thought I was going to get an asylum at the Vatican. Didn't happen. $40 in. Well, either way, I got to call. It's fucking 9 p.m. I got to get it to finish this CompTIA lesson 1. Yeah, so I got work on Wednesday afternoon. Who knows how violent and fucking shitty that's going to get. And yeah. So I have no means of defending myself as an American, as the government has decided to send reality's most pathetic, parasitic race traitors in uniforms after me. And anybody can come up and attack me. If I try to defend myself, I get called a criminal. Hmm. Hmm. Not allowed to have a gun because all these cowards and these traitors are everywhere. I truly fought on the wrong side. I fought for honor, innocence, and dignity. None of you volunteers will ever fight on the wrong side. You're just a bunch of race traitors eating off the white man's paycheck. Oh, man. Hmm. Hmm. Ain't got nothing in life. Oh, the other day I did a little live stream and said, hatred is all I got. And then I made it private. I was like, man, because I took some mushrooms and I was like, oh, I think I may have been wrong. No, obviously not. But we have a court date next week, the 28th. No clue how that's going to go. Wow, dude. Holy fuck. This is fucking out of line. It's been over a year. And the case, well, it has not been over a year. It's almost been a year. It's been over a year since the Nuggets won the Stanley Cup. In my cases, were supposed to be dismissed. And then a year after that, the Nuggets won the championship, and my case was supposed to be dismissed. Now this year, the Nuggets and the Avs are out of the playoffs. Maybe that was the order of operations, right? Like, hey, you guys got all this time, dismiss these fucking cases. And, well, who the fuck cares, dude? Oh my fucking god, dude. Yeah. Well, if y'all want to talk about this later at some other time, sure, whatever. I'm going to call this, grab I don't know, more water or soda or something. And it's 9 p.m. And I'm going to crack out for at least an hour. Waking around your apartment when you're trying to sleep. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Walking around your apartment when you're trying to. Anyways, yeah, I'm calling it. TheVestGuy.com has nice armbands. Yeah, just put in custom armbands. But anyways, fuck, dude. Oh my fucking fuck. Alrighty, everybody in YouTube land. Stay warm if you need to stay warm. Stay comfy, stay cool. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sober if you're choosing sobriety. Peace. Love you.